Opening drive.
It's the opening drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is Sports Radio done differently. The opening drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Good Wednesday morning, hump day. We're at Wednesday. We talked about what the worst day of the week is to go to work. I thought it was Tuesday. We'll have to go back and look at that poll question as we do that here on our next segment. But today's Wednesday, and we're at hump day. So I know Tom made a comment yesterday that you're like at this time of the day when you're driving to work, you're like, oh my gosh, this is awful, right? But then when you clock out at the end of the day, you're like, this is great. We're on the downhill run, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Best day number 2. So Friday obviously is the best.
Yeah. Friday we took off the board, but we had everybody vote. We're going to talk about that in our next segment, what the worst work day of the week is. And I had a big thing yesterday about Tuesday was my worst work day. Because that's the day I got all my appointments. Everybody settled in from the weekend. Everybody got their Monday catch up on their emails and their work. And Tuesday's the day we're working, And I'm far enough away from the weekend where I'm like going, gosh, that's a long way out there. But Wednesday, for me, Wednesday kind of turns a little bit. Today's going to be a tough work. Today's going to be a big one. But then tomorrow, it's like, oh, I can see it, right? Light at the end of the tunnel. And Friday, oh, yeah. 9 o'clock dings here on Fridays. I'm out.
Tell me this little deal isn't the toughest. Yesterday was the last day the sun goes down after 8 o'clock this year.
That's sad, dude.
8:01 yesterday, sundown.
So what's it like today? It's like 7:59.
It'll be after, it'll be before 8 o'clock. So it starts,
Oh, and it was dark when we came in today, Tom.
Yes.
Bah. I did the middle of the winter thing here with you. That was awful. I mean, I hear dark and then get out and it's barely light at 9 o'clock. Oh man, and it's cold. Hey, the only good thing about the wintertime is the studio cools off a little bit. I'm wearing a sweatshirt in the studio. In the summer, it's like a sauna in here.
Well, what I like is we've been keeping our door open here, so we're getting a little bit of air coming in.
Breeze. We do. We keep the door. In radio, we shut the door.
Everybody does, yeah.
Time, right? We go on the air. Not us.
No. we don't care if people hear us or if we hear noises.
We're here so early in the morning, nobody else is here really, except for that door in the Dove studio is the worst door. You heard that yesterday? Did you hear that yesterday?
Sound like a gunshot.
Golly.
Could have been.
Maybe it was. I don't know. Anyway, hey, the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Tom Ladd, Rob Rodgers, live from the ESPN The Jock worldwide headquarters in Springfield, Missouri, a Zimmer Midwest company, and we're glad that you're along the ride with us today.
And think about that. When Rob says world headquarters, we have the actual headquarters in Columbia, but we'll have a little more activity here in a couple of months.
We will.
There's people scurrying, minds are working. There could be a lot more traffic here at the station.
We might have to close our door in the morning. I mean, if you think about it, because Midwest has what, a couple morning shows, live morning shows, right?
Yeah.
At least 2 that I know of, maybe 3. I think the 105.1's not, but I think that at least 2 morning shows. I mean, you got the other guys, and you got what's his name, the 104.7, the kid.
Yeah, the kid.
So I mean, we could have a lot of activity, a flurry of activity in the mornings. We might have to shut our door.
I don't think so. They'll shut theirs because they're, embarrassed about their lack of entertainment. We don't care. We're just going to do our show.
Let's do what we do.
Yeah, we may not even be in this studio.
we may not.
They may relegate us to some closet somewhere.
That one around the corner.
The
side entrance.
This is a nice big studio for what we do, Of course, we have people in.
We have guests, so we can't do one of these music studios that have no room in it. So we do have to have room. Oh, we're not KWTO with the conference table in there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's a really neat studio. I love KWTO studio. the windows all the way around it, sitting above. That's a pretty cool studio. In fact, all these studios are really cool.
Well, ours is kind of like that. If you would have moved that table this way, it's the same size. We just don't have room to go that way.
Yeah, it's not the length of the studio. That one's more of a long studio. Yeah, this is more of a
horizontal.
square.
Their table is vertical, which makes it look bigger.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. It's the same table, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, anyway, so we're rolling along. We got some new cousins coming in here. Yeah, hopefully in a few months we'll get that going, and we're going to be the source down the road. I'm telling you, the Zimmer family will have the Cardinals. We're going to have the Blues. We're going to have Mizzou. We still have Mizzou, Missouri State, and who am I missing? The Chiefs. The Chiefs will be on the cave under the Zimmer umbrella here down the road. So we'll cover all the major sports except for the Royals. We'll have those all under our Zimmer family here, man. How cool is that?
Well, and speaking of the Royals, they had more artist renderings of the new stadium yesterday.
Oh, did you see the protester get muscled out of there and then arrested?
Yep. $2 billion. Oh, wait a minute. $2 billion stadium in downtown Kansas City.
Well, you know what? It looks great, but I heard CDOT, Carrington up there in Kansas City talking yesterday. He's totally right. What are they protesting? I don't know what they're protesting because you can't protest it. I mean, it's a private deal. Now they're getting public dollars, but those dollars were already allocated. That's already been done. So they're protesting something that's already happened, and they're trying to get a vote, I guess, to stop the stadium, but you can't stop the stadium because the main thing is the land, and the land is being basically not donated, but it is. It's being given to the Royals by the Hallmark Company, who's then going to give it to the city of Kansas City as the collateral, basically. So the Kansas City will own the land under the stadium, the land lease, which will pay off the bonds that they're going to raise. It's bonds. They're not giving them, here's $600 million. They're bonds. And so the land is the lease, and then they get the tax revenue from the district. And so they're trying to stop, but that's been buttoned up. That's over. I mean, the only thing they're talking about today, they're doing these, what do they call them? These open meetings where you have a public meeting and say, this is what we're going to do. You have 2 minutes to say your piece or whatever, like these planning and zoning committee meetings, right? It's already done. I mean, but that's just by law. You have to do this. People are just going crazy in there, just yelling and screaming like, okay, they're not displacing any businesses. They're in Hallmark, but Hallmark's like rebrand how they're doing things. There's no businesses. There's no residents. There's no impact to the community as far as displacement is concerned. It's going to bring jobs, and they're protesting the stadium. It's really people will protest everything. You know that?
And it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't bother me because that's going to happen.
That's what they said. They're saying yesterday, not just him, but all the people they're talking to up there. It doesn't matter what you say. There's going to be a stadium in downtown Kansas City. The city of Kansas City, the residents of Kansas City want the stadium downtown. They don't want it out in Jackson County. They don't want it out in the suburbs. So it's going to happen.
I look at, and I was just there a couple of weeks ago. I was in St. Louis, stayed right by Ballpark Village.
Yeah.
And that development there, especially on game days, unbelievable.
It is.
We're there. We stayed in St. Louis because my son came in and they wanted to see. Wife is from Cleveland, so she wanted to see St. Louis.
She
stayed
never
right
been to
by
St.
the
Louis?
arch. Well, they go through there all the time, but they've
through.
never stayed.
Stayed there, yeah.
So we said, well, we'll all stay there. Went to the arch, did some things in St. Louis, went to Ballpark Village, and ate lunch one day. And goodness gracious, all the restaurants they've got there, and that place hops on game day.
Oh yeah,
and this isn't even a year that they draw. They were so used to 3 million every year, and they'll be over 2 million again this year. But if that happens in Kansas City, and the Royals spend a little bit on their team, that's going to be
hopping.
Yes.
And
unbelievable.
The energy that you get from that. It's not a tailgate experience like the Chiefs. That's a whole nother energy, right? This is a downtown energy that you'll get.
It's kind of like that at the Ballpark Village. And I know, again, just kind of look at that. They've got several restaurants, several bars before the game, and several hours before the game, if not, lunch.
Day. Yeah.
For an evening game, they're in there. They're all dressed, they've got their jerseys on. They're ready to go. They start getting liquided up by noon.
Hydrated.
Yes, hydrated or lack thereof. Early for 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock game. That's what I noticed this week or a couple weeks ago, that they get in there early, and all day long there's people coming in,
and big TVs, and it's just an atmosphere. There's people walking around down there. I think it's gonna be great. I honestly think it's the best move they could have made. If they were up in Clay County, it'd have been kind of like a Kaufman 2, out there with their parking lot and all that stuff. But being in downtown Kansas City, which is they've always wanted to be there. Even you and Kaufman want to be in downtown Kansas City, but he couldn't find back then in the 70s, 60s and 70s, couldn't find the land because there was businesses and stuff down there, right? That you have to displace. There wasn't room. So he had to go out, and then of course got with, Lamar Hunt and say, hey, let's do this together. And that the first of its kind, basically. And everybody loves Kaufman. I get it. Kaufman's gorgeous. I mean, it was gorgeous outside with 12,000 people there. I mean, it was nice, right? But you're going to take that same stadium with all the amenities that's not now 450 some odd years old, and you're going to put it downtown. It's going to be good. The renderings were amazing.
Plus, if say Rob or somebody like you or somebody like me would go to the new stadium downtown, and maybe we're overserved and we get in a little trouble going home after the game, something. Right there, you got the Hallmark area. You can buy a card for your wife, get out of jail free card, right? If something happens,
if they're open,
you stay out a little late, just grab you a card while you're there.
On the way home. There you go.
And doesn't that smooth things over a little bit? A little card. Love you, honey.
A Hallmark card smooths everything over. Remember the
You're
Hallmark
right
thing?
there.
You always you remember the commercials they used to have? You know it's an authentic when you flip it over, make sure it's a Hallmark card. Remember that flip thing? That's hey, I went to buy a card for Rhett for his birthday.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what store it was at, Target or Walmart, whatever. That card was $14. But it's one of those 3D cards that make noises and do weird things or whatever. I'm like, I don't think so. I can make noises. I'll just give him a card and I'll make the noises.
Yes.
But good night. $14 for a card. $14.
Woo.
Can you imagine giving like some kid a birthday party? Here's a card and that's, hey, where's my money? Where's my present? No, that's it. You get the card. $14, man. I had $10 limit. I actually spent $4 more on this deal. So there you go.
Goodness.
That's expensive. Anyway, hey, great show today. We'll set that up. Our show, as always, sponsored by
Play It Again Sports.
Play Again Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center. They got a lot of that fall gear in now. We are now into that season. Football, volleyball, soccer, golf. It's there. Play Again Sports, team sports. If you're looking for fall sports, you need some shirts or jerseys or such, they can do that for you as well. Play Again Sports, located in Fremont Shopping Center.
Mighty Might football will start here as soon as school starts. They'll get the young kids out there. For some of your kids, could be your first ever football practice or games. So you want to get them outfitted right. The protection.
Look the part.
Yep, absolutely.
And then when they quit, you can take it in, trade it in for your golf clubs that you wanted anyway in the first place. But yeah, that's the way to do it. Gently used. They do that at Play Again Sports.
Yep.
And Highland Dairy, thank you for sponsoring our live stream. Appreciate that on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Highland Dairy, their logo's right up there in the corner, there all the time.
So our show today, Rob, we're going to dissect the AFC East today.
Yes. Today, we're starting our NFL coverage today, officially. We've been doing Red Fridays. We're still going to do Red Fridays all the way through the season, covering the Chiefs. But this is going to be our official start of coverage, the AFC East.
AFC East. So we will look at who we think it's really a two-team race, but we'll
pretty much.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Talk about some of the top individual players in the AFC East. That'll be coming up on the program. Then the 8 o'clock hour, we've got Kellie Richardson, Drury Volleyball head coach, also one of the co-owners of 417 Youth Sports, which they have the big volleyball academy out at Betty and Bobby Allison, the big facility by the airport.
Yep. That's the
Sports Town.
Yeah, Sports Town.
Yep. And then also a big fan of the Seattle Seahawks. So we'll talk about the.
Oh, too bad we're not doing NFC West today.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. So we'll talk with Kellie at 8 o'clock today. And then 8:20, it is our regular Wednesday feature called
Full Throttle with Craig Stagner. Here's some racing. He's got a lot of stuff today to talk about. A lot of Kyle Busch stuff we're going to talk about today. Just other stuff happening. The racing is kind of full going again. There's a couple circuits start firing up again. So we'll have Full Throttle, our weekly racing segment, the best on the radio. We'll have that at 8:20.
Looking forward to that. Coming up on the program, a couple quick baseball scores from yesterday. Both the major league teams in Missouri winners yesterday, as well as the minor league team in Missouri.
Wow, 3 for 3 yesterday.
Yeah.
Huh?
What's that called?
A trifecta.
Got to be a name. There used to be a name. I thought there was, when all three of the pro teams win in the state of Missouri, we had a name for it because it's so rare.
I know
it doesn't happen that much.
It is. Yeah, I don't know what that name would be. I'd have to look that up.
So the Royals
make one up.
Royals beat the A's 4-3.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
Bobby Witt.
Well, Bobby Witt, the walk-off, his third career walk-off. Remember we talked about Ellie De La Cruz getting his first ever walk-off for the Reds against the Cardinals the other day, yesterday. Well, Bobby gets his third as the Royals beat the A's. The A's literally, if there was ever a team saying, please win this game, no, Royals, you win this game. It's yours to win. They literally tried to hand them the game from the 6th inning on, every single inning, and the Royals couldn't capitalize. And finally, they did in the 9th. Tyler Tolbert with a clutch 2-run single. But the funny part is, how about the check swing that was a no call? Check swing, no call. He swung. Strike 3. Kotsay comes out, switches pitchers, gets tossed after the hit for the A's. But, he swung. But next pitch, Tyler Tolbert ropes it in the left, a 2-run score. Then Bobby Witt. After who was it? Isaac Collins smoked the ball. 2 outs. Bobby comes up clutch first pitch and laces into left. Royals win 4-3. Carlos Duran gets his first career major league win in that game. The guy we trade for, Bubic. We traded Bubic for him. He got his first career win, first career strikeout in that inning. He was a pitcher of record. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah. And they DFA'd Urseg yesterday. Lucas Urseg gets DFA'd. Not DFA'd. I'm sorry. That's the wrong terminology. He got optioned. He had options left. He got optioned to Omaha. So Urseg going to go down and hopefully get fixed in Omaha because he's not getting it done in the majors, which that's crazy.
That is. Meanwhile, across the, actually, this was in Cincinnati, but the Cardinals shut out the Reds 3-0. Kyle Leahy now 10-4. So think about it. Palante 12 wins. He's 12-6. You got Leahy. Palante was kind of a spot starter last year, did a little relief work as well. But Palante and Leahy, two guys that are fairly new to the starting lineup as far as pitchers go, both with over 10 wins now, 10 or more wins this season, and two of the most consistent pitchers on the staff. But Leahy, he pitches 5 innings, gives up 3 hits, strikes out 6, walks none.
There you go.
And
walks
spotless relief by 4 pitchers.
How about that? Hold, save. Riley O'Brien's 32nd save of the season.
No hits, no runs for the 4 relief pitchers from St. Louis.
That was impressive. That was pretty cool. Yeah, they you hand the ball off the pen. That's what you're supposed to do. Hold the lead. And they did that. Mason Wynn with his 5th home run of the season. So
I'm surprised it's only 5. Kind of a whole hum year for Mason.
A weird year.
Yeah. Offensively.
Offensively. Yeah. Defensively, he's just a gem. 3 for 4 yesterday. Nice effort.
Yep. So Cardinals win it. They're 3 games above 500 now. It's 65-62. And the Springbirds also traveling. They beat Arkansas 4-3. Rainiel Rodriguez goes 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs in that win for Springfield. There was news yesterday out of the Cardinal organization that they, not during this season, but maybe during the offseason, they'll start working him at third base a little bit.
Okay.
Catcher for Springfield, putting up big numbers. I think he's 19 or 20 right now. He's a young guy, but boy, he's got some pop.
He does. You want to find another spot for him because the Cardinals do have a lot of catchers. So you want to find him a second position for sure because he's going to play. He's going to play in a St. Louis Cardinal uniform before long. Yeah.
And if, third base is kind of that one spot where, they're kind of still looking.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting how for years you had Scott Rowland, you had Nolan Arenado, you had all these third basemen, rock solid third basemen for the Cardinals. I mean, that was never an issue. Well, even Pujols when he first came up playing third, right? And then now it's like, we got to find a third baseman. I mean, I think, was it Jordan over there now playing a little bit? I mean,
Blaze.
I think he'll be okay. But
well, they got him. They were hoping it was Gorman.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Gorman was the hope.
He's still AAA, batting below 200, but he's been hitting. He hit a home run, go 1 for 4. It's like, but he's hit below 200 at AAA. He got a little power going, but still below 200.
Yeah,
at AAA.
That's not good.
Then you've got Sajasi, who's also at AAA. They thought maybe he would be the guy. Hasn't picked it up yet, but
I thought the trade from Texas. I thought that was a great trade when they got him from Texas. I thought that this guy's gonna be good.
Yeah.
He just can't just kind of get it going. He's like he's stuck in third gear, can't get to fourth.
Still kind of looking for that.
Maybe he will. Maybe off season. Yep. Hey, we got to take a break on the show. Our first break of the show. We got our poll question coming up next, and so much more. Kellie Richardson on later. Craig Stagner with Full Throttle. It's a full show today on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Want to hear ESPN The Jock without lifting a finger? Just say play ESPN on Jock on TuneIn to your smart speaker and take the opening drive with Tom and Rob, local sports, and your favorite shows anywhere in the house. ESPN The Jock, always on, always entertaining.
The leaves aren't the only thing that can get brighter in the fall. 'Tis the season to play under the lights. At Play It Again Sports, football and soccer players reload every year with lots of new and gently used gear. From shoulder pads, helmets, mouthpieces, gloves, and footballs to soccer shoes, shin guards, shorts, and jerseys. If you play a fall sport, it's more than likely we'll see you soon at Play It Again Sports. When you trade in, you win. Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Shopping Center.
Spring and summer storms in the Ozarks have been tough on your home. High winds, heavy rains, and hail can leave damage you may not see from the ground. For more than 20 years, ABC Roofing has helped Springfield area homes and business owners protect what matters most after the storms have passed. With honest inspections, quality work, and the highest level of integrity. If storms left you wondering about your roof, let the ABC team come take a look. ABC Roofing, keeping it simple for over 20 years.
We thought about creating a ShopOzarks.com mascot, something obnoxiously cute. Then somebody suggested a giant walking coupon, and honestly, that felt just obnoxious. So yeah, we'll skip the mascot. Instead, we'll keep doing what actually works. Helping you save big at local restaurants, automotive shops, health and fitness, entertainment, and more. No cute mascots required. Just real local savings at ShopOzarks.com.
Stop smoking with Alex Goen Hypnosis. Guaranteed or your money back. In 1979, Alex Goen discovered a stop smoking hypnosis sequence and spent 20 years refining it. By 1999, he was so certain he did what no other hypnotist dared. He asked the U.S. Patent Office to examine. August 13th, 2002, a U.S. patent was issued to Alex Goen. The patent's exact words: a unique, new, and useful process. Today, 500,000 people later, it's engineered to break your connection to cigarettes without cravings, irritability, or weight gain. That sequence is aimed at food engineered to destroy cravings, crush late-night fridge attacks, emotional eating, and stress eating. Leave you full on half the food. Take off 10, 20, 30 pounds or more. No diets, no shots, no willpower. For only $59.99 guaranteed or your money back. Weight Loss Hypnosis, Sunday, September 27th at 11 a.m. Hilton Garden Inn, Springfield. Stop smoking 2 p.m. Sign up at alexgoen.com.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to the opening drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back on the opening drive on a Wednesday morning, August 19th. If you need to know what the day is today, and that's what the day is. It's supposed to be a warm one today. Nice this morning, going to be warming up this afternoon. So August is here, that's for sure. Hey, we got our daily poll question of the day. Thomas, what do we got going today?
Well, let's look at yesterday's because we had two yesterday.
That's right. We did.
Right? What is the worst work day of the week? Rob Rodgers came in yesterday hot. He was complaining about Tuesday being his worst day of the week.
It is my worst day of the week.
Had to put it up as a poll. What is the worst work day? Most of our listeners said Monday is the worst work day.
I would go Monday. Monday for me, though, is not, I guess, you're off the weekend like, oh, my gosh, go back to work. But see, I start the work week here. So for me, getting up on Monday, like, hey, I can't wait to talk about what happened this weekend. Yeah. So that is not. Now, the work part, after I leave here, kind of, but I'm catching up, and that kind of thing. But it gets in earnest on Tuesday and Wednesday for me, for actually work, appointments, all that kind of stuff. But, I see Monday's good. That's good. Yeah, Monday or Tuesday.
So Tuesday and Wednesday tied for second. Nobody said Thursday. So apparently Monday for most people is the worst day, just getting up after a busy weekend. The other question yesterday, golf fans, Scotty Scheffler had an 8-shot win Sunday in Memphis. Is he already the best golfer of his generation?
Ooh.
Surprising.
That surprises me.
Number one response, yes, it's not really close.
Wow.
Number two, Tiger is still the standard.
Mm.
Do you think people have forgot about Tiger? Do you think that's what it is? Because I'm surprised that Tiger didn't get more. It should have been closer to me.
Well, here's my thoughts. I think I said that yesterday. Is Tiger in Scotty Scheffler's generation? I mean, we golf is weird because you can play for a long time. I almost don't think that Tiger is in the same generation as Scotty Scheffler. I would say the same generation of Tiger is what's his name? The other guy, the lefty.
Lefty?
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson.
Yeah. That's his generation. That was a head-to-head there. So it's not like Tiger went head-to-head with Rory and Scotty all the time. They were like rivals.
Brooks Koepka.
So you look at those groupings that have rivals, right? That's kind of what I look at. I don't think they're the same generation. I think we're now moving into the PGA equivalent of Michael Jordan and LeBron. Okay, so Michael Jordan is Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Okay, that's him. Greatest of all time. GOAT. Better than Jack Nicklaus, who was the prior, actually a couple generations prior. Okay, then you got the new guys, the LeBron group, right? That's Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, and all those guys, Brooks Koepka, those guys. It's just I think that's a different generation. So I would say like the generation be like between ages 25 and 35, probably. I don't know how those guys are, but that you're at your peak of your golf game. Late 20s to mid 30s is your peak. Keep in mind, Tiger is in his late 40s now. He's old. I mean, he's older for golf.
Yeah.
And he has all those injuries. I don't think he's in the same. I think That'd be the equivalent of Tiger playing when Jack Nicklaus is still playing, or Freddie Couples, that generation. Okay, Tom Watson, Payne Stewart, Freddie Couples. That's kind of a generation.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Tiger and Phil Mickelson, and there's a couple other guys in there that era too. Kind of a generation.
Wonder if Scheffler and Woods had much
overlap.
Yeah.
See, because remember, he was hurt a lot of that stretch. Remember when Scotty came on the scene?
Probably a little bit when Tiger was trying to make one of his comebacks.
Still today, though, if Tiger plays in the Masters, Scotty plays in the Masters, they're playing. But that's like
Jack Nicklaus playing when Tiger
or Tom Watson.
Yeah, they're playing because they want it and they get the automatic entry. But
I don't look at Tom Watson as in the same generation as a Tiger Woods. That's what I'm saying. Everybody has their little rivals, right?
Right.
So if you can group rivals together, I think that's the generation. It's not so much a generation, it's more of a grouping, I guess. I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
Today's poll question, and again, you can go to Twitter or X and find it at 96.9 The Jock. That's our handle on Twitter. Today's question is, New England, of course, the defending division champion in the AFC East, but Buffalo favored to take it back by many. Patriots went 14-3 last season. Buffalo finished 12-5. Which team would be the biggest surprise in the AFC East this season? Something we'll talk about today.
Yep.
Here's the options. Patriots repeat as champs, number one. Jets make a playoff push. The Dolphins bounce back, or the Bills fall short again. Biggest surprise in the AFC East.
I know what the biggest surprise would be. The Jets made a playoff push. I think that if you're going to go, oh my goodness gracious,
that would be, yeah.
That would be. I would think everybody would around the country would go, oh my goodness.
Do you think that's possible though?
No. No. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. The Dolphins bouncing back, I don't think it would be a surprise. They always.
Who's quarterbacking them nowadays? Because Tua's
now in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Gosh, who is their quarterback? They went to him last year. Remember, they just went to the guy. I can't remember. See, that's the problem. I don't remember who the guy is. So if I don't remember the name of your quarterback of your NFL team, you're not going to be in the playoffs. That's pretty much right. I mean, they rank all the top quarterbacks out there. If I don't remember your quarterback's name, you're probably not very good. Who's the Cardinals quarterback? Arizona Cardinals. Do you know?
No, it's not Kyler Murray.
No, he moved. Right?
Yeah,
he's Vikings quarterback now. So is it? What was that? Brissett? Maybe. I can't remember. I don't even know who it would be. See, Cardinals not any good. I mean, you get, and the only one you can not any good that you can name their quarterbacks are Cleveland Browns, Sanders and Deshaun Watson. That's gonna be it. When we have our AFC North, right? They're in the North. AFC North discussion. Is that going to be tomorrow? I can't remember if that's going to be tomorrow or not. But that'll be an interesting talk. We'll talk more about the Browns than probably anybody in that division because of the quarterback controversy there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
interesting.
I'd say, I don't know. The biggest surprise. Oh, my gosh.
So the fact that the Bills by many are picked to win it, if they fall short again.
Yeah, that would be a surprise.
They're
pretty good.
Yeah.
They're really good. I mean, they improved in the offseason. I think they have a new coach this year, but they improved in the offseason personnel-wise. So if they don't win, yeah. So, by the way, if you go to Facebook, our Facebook page, I posted on there. We'll talk about this. We're going to talk about this next segment, segment.
Yep.
So to be prepared. You can throw out your ideas on there. But this is on our Facebook page, the AFC East 2026 projected standings. So go take a look at that, get your comments, and start lighting us up on Facebook and Jock Chat if you want to talk about AFC East standings this year. That's not our projections. That's an aggregate over 56 different sources. How cool is that?
Wow.
I did them all. I spent all night.
I know you did.
All those up.
Told me you came in, you didn't get any sleep.
I had a yellow notepad like that, and I just kind of
filled it up.
First place, second place, third place. I tallied them all up, and I added them all up, and I went and looked at all the news stories, and then got an idea, and then I put put that all together myself.
Unbelievable. Great job. Here's something for you before we have to take a break here. Robert Morris, it's a college.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Morris men's basketball signed a jersey patch sponsorship this week.
Okay.
With a YouTuber named Cullen Honahan.
Okay.
Honohan. Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
YouTuber Cullen Honahan.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not going to pay for the patch.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to create content to showcase the team's culture and players on social media.
Wow.
So they're going to have a patch with his name or whatever logo. He's a YouTuber. He's not going to pay them directly. He's just going to create content.
Wow.
For the team and the program.
That's pretty cool.
Social media.
So is he like maybe an alum or something? Maybe he's a Robert Morris alum.
Could be.
Maybe loves the school, and I'm popular. Although
it's a unique idea.
Although I've never heard of you, but yeah, now I'm going to look him up.
Yeah.
Obviously, now you will become popular because we're all going to look you up, and that's pretty cool.
So I'm charging the. I do the Lady Bears basketball.
Yes.
I'm wondering if maybe Cayman Beckmeyer couldn't put a patch on the Lady Bears. She does, she's doing all this social media.
She's all over town.
She's at every
Saw her
business.
on the bank the other day. There's a big picture of Cayman Beckmeyer on the bank.
Put a Cayman Beckmeyer patch there, and she can do some ads like she does for everybody
Absolutely.
else.
Yeah. They're perfect.
Done deal.
Done deal.
Boom.
Let me tell you something. Cayman Beckmeyer, she's doing it. She's working.
She is.
Like Rapid Roberts, I think that's a gas station. She's in there holding a coffee or something. And just washed up on blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and then I saw her on the bank the other day.
Doing burritos over here. She
Drove
works
into
it.
Republic, and there's a billboard over going into Republic. I'm like, I don't even know what that was for. I mean, just because I'm not even paying attention to what the company is. But anyway, there she is everywhere. She's working it. I mean, wouldn't you think she's probably the most NIL person out there at Missouri State?
Well, yeah, Missouri State. I don't think Bogey did anything.
Bogey was on Bogey. I thought did like maybe Maxon's Jewelers or something. Maybe not. Maybe Cayman's doing that too. All I know is I see Cayman Beckmeyer everywhere in Springfield.
Yep.
I don't see other athletes from Missouri State on billboards and on those LED displays.
And there's good reason for it. She's local.
Yes.
She's good.
Yes. And she's good looking.
And yeah.
And there's all three. And she can promote a product.
She does a good job with her.
Does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Her when she did the gas station, the Rapid Roberts commercial, that was great. I'm like, that makes me want to go in and get a iced coffee today.
Slushy or whatever she's
doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. Anyway, that's pretty cool. But yeah, when you're talking about these patches, there's some money to be made out there. That's for sure.
Hey, good morning to Mark Liebrecht, who is at the Chiefs training camp this morning. He sent in a note.
Mark's there every day. Mark, are you like living in St. Joseph during the off season, during training camp?
Here's the thing about Mark. All he needs is the rainbow wig.
Yes. Right.
Because he is at every sporting event.
We talked about that.
I felt like I had a lot of pictures with, sports people in my man cave.
Yeah.
Nothing compared to what Mark puts up on Facebook. This guy's got pictures of him and everybody.
Everyone.
He works here at the golf, the Big Shots Golf.
Yeah.
He's there, but when he has a day off, he's jet setting all over the Midwest. Going to WNBA games, going to Major League Baseball games, Chiefs camps.
And getting pictures with everyone. Literally, he is like, it's crazy when he posts up like, you're at Chiefs training camp again. I mean, today and tomorrow and the next day. And he's getting all these pictures. Clark Hunt, you got his picture with him, Clark Hunt, his autograph.
Maybe a Mark Liebrecht patch.
Mark Liebrecht patch. That's what we got to go with.
Yes.
Dude, he's a mover and shaker. He should be our PR guy. He knows all these people. Well, he gets their autographs and stuff, pictures taken with him.
Unbelievable.
Pretty cool. Well, Mark, hope you're having a great time up there. Hope they had some storms there last night up in Kansas City area. So, yeah, but some hail and everything. But
they got the indoor.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to have Division I football program? You go to Division II programs all over this area.
They got indoors.
Nice indoors.
Pitt State's got an indoor.
Missouri Western's got a great indoor.
Yeah.
Missouri Southern looks great.
Yeah. I think we can get one. Let's go. I'll help get it. Let's go. We need to have an indoor. It's on the master plan. Let's go. What's stopping us? Missouri State people. Let's go. Get some money
17 days until kickoff. For
Whoa. Let's go.
17 days.
I'm ready. All right. Hey, we're going to take a break on the show. We will, when we come back, talk about the AFC East in our daily predictions for the NFL as we approach the 2026 season. We're going to break down the AFC East next on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Playing Sports. This is Rob Rodgers from the opening drive on ESPN The Jock. Each and every day as we lead up to the Bears football season, we have the Bear Tracker, where we'll highlight the coaches, the players, and all the statistics leading up to the 2026 Missouri State Bears football season.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 7, believing that old media no longer works. Sure, back in the 20s, people thought a website was a place where a bunch of spiders hung out. Nowadays, you must have a solid online presence and a sharp website. But that's not all. If you want to see a jump in your online marketing efforts, start advertising on radio and television. On air and online work hand in hand. Push your website in your radio and TV ads, and the traffic on your website will show a massive increase. And you can't credit all of the success to your online efforts alone. In fact, you'll want to attribute most of that success to mass media. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri.
When your business depends on security, access, and durability, the details matter. At Robinson Fence Company, we've delivered dependable commercial fencing solutions in 9 different states. From industrial and high-security fencing to complex commercial installations, our crews work efficiently and comply with job site requirements. With a long-standing presence in Springfield, Missouri, and our office in Dallas, Texas, Robinson Fence is a trusted partner. Robinson Fence Company. Commercial strength, proven experience, professional fencing by professional people.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Summer road trip season is here, and before you load up the family and hit the highway, stop by C&C Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any brake job. It's a great way to make sure your vehicle is ready for all those summer miles ahead. And the summer heat, too. Take advantage of C&C Automotive's summer special and save 25% on a complete AC system check and service. That's a free oil and filter change with your brake job, plus 25% off AC service. Call C&C Automotive today and get summer ready.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Hey, welcome back. It is The Opening Drive on a Wednesday. Tom Ladd, Rob Rodgers with you, brought to you by Play It Again Sports, located in the Fremont Shopping Center. I was one of those guys that went to the movies at that location back in the day when I first got here.
Back in the day over there, Fremont Shopping Center, the movie theater. Yeah, it's kind of cool because up top there, that's where the team operations are up there.
Well, they've got that, and then the other side where the projections where that's where they do the golf re-gripping, and glove relacing, and that kind of stuff.
They utilize every space of that store. That's for sure. That space they utilize it all. So, All right. So, hey, let's talk a little bit about the AFC East. And we put our projections out there. It's not ours. That's not our projections. I did I ran. I'm using AI for its intended purpose to run these types of things to solve problems. So 56 different sources aggregated, okay, of all the predictions, and some of them are the NFL, ESPN, all just the Bleacher Report, all these different sources ran an aggregate projection of these standings. These are not mine. These are not Tom's. So don't hate on us when the Chiefs pop up and they may not be in the spot you think they're in. I also punched in on this players coming off of injury, which would be like Patrick Mahomes, players who are injured now, rising rookies, declining veterans, all these different inputs, okay? It's a pretty long input. Ran it, boom, comes out, these standings come out. And I told Tom, I haven't put the whole ones out there. We're going to do one a day, okay? Just kind of do this. But I told him, I only missed on two. They only missed on two. I predicted a couple others higher than they threw out there, but otherwise it's pretty spot on. I mean, when I went through every division, I'm like, this is kind of how I think it's going to end.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start with the AFC East today. The Buffalo Bills in this projection are number 1. The New England Patriots are number 2. The New York Jets are number 3, and the Miami Dolphins number 4. And so as we look at this, Tom, obviously you got the defending AFC champions in this one, the New England Patriots, with Drake May as a rookie last year leading them there. But the Buffalo Bills are the ones everybody's talking about. Again.
Yeah. And last year, I mean, that broke a string last year of the Bills winning 4 or 5 straight years.
Yep.
And the Patriots surprised everybody. Drake May surprised everybody.
Sure.
His second year in the NFL, and put together an all-pro season. Fantastic. I looked at the odds of wins and stuff. The odds makers say that the Bills will win 10.5 games. You know how that is.
Yeah.
10.5. Pats, 9.5. You've got the Jets at 5.5 and the Dolphins at 3.5. So really it's a 2-horse race between the Bills and the Pats. What do you do then? You start looking at schedule, to determine which one. So it's going to be one of those two teams. And when you look at individuals, you have to look at the two leaders of the two teams, Josh Allen, Drake May, who had great seasons last year. But when you start looking at the schedules, who's got the tougher schedule, that will have a lot to do with who's going to win this division.
So they line up this year. The AFC East lines up with the AFC West, it looks like, and the NFC North. And it looks like they've got NFC West. They got the Rams on the schedule, but that might be a one-off. I'm looking through here. It may not be a full schedule. Nope, they just got the one-off. So unfortunately, they got the one-off, it looks like, with the Rams. That stinks. You have these one-offs in there, right, where you don't line up with anybody just because of the 17-game schedule. Well, their one-off is a stinking Rams. That's Rams and Texans, I think, are their two one-offs. That's horrible. That's like the worst draw for the Bills, if you think about it. But then they got the Raiders, of course, and they've got the Chiefs this year. They're hosting the Chiefs on Thanksgiving Day. Up in Buffalo in their new stadium. So the Chiefs playing on Thanksgiving. That'd be Thanksgiving night on NBC. That'll be a big game in their new stadium. And, of course, they're at Green Bay in December. That doesn't bode well. Of course, they're from Buffalo, so it doesn't matter. And then they're at Denver. Man, that's a brutal schedule. They have a brutal schedule. Listen to this. From Thanksgiving on, at home against the Chiefs, at New England, at Green Bay, at home versus Chicago, at Denver. Oh my gosh.
So the Bills have the 25th out of 32, the 25th toughest schedule.
Yeah.
New England 27th. So they're right there by each other as far as the schedule goes. New York Jets a little bit easier at 21, and Miami is 31 out of 32 as far as the toughest schedule. Everybody there, is in the 20s. It's a very tough division as far as scheduling goes.
Yeah, they're not lined up with the AFC West and the NFC North. That is a tough lineup. And then the one-off games, as I said, for the Bills, the Rams and the Texans. That stinks, man. And they open with the Texans at Houston. They open up with them. So, but yeah, that's going to be a tough one. New England, I tell you what, New England is interesting because is this going to be a sophomore slump? I don't know. Drake May, I like Drake May a lot, but is this going to be I don't know how good we're going to be. Maybe it's maybe a little bit of slump that second year. Their one-offs are at Seattle. They open at Seattle. That's a rematch of the Super Bowl last year, of course. That's the kickoff game there for them. But then they got the Steelers another one-off and the Jacksonville another one-off. Then they're going into their lineup, and it's similar. Obviously, they're at Kansas City on Monday Night Football, and they host Denver. So, and the Chargers are no slouches, and so they got the same NFC North and NFC North and AFC West travel partners, or whatever you want to call those lineups there.
So the individuals for these teams that kind of stand out, Josh Allen obviously is another MVP favorite going in, as he always is. I mean, you just pencil him in there, and then who else? Is it a healthy Patrick Mahomes would be there? But
Matt Stafford,
Yep, absolutely. So he and Drake May, two of the stars in this division. Running back wise, James Cook had a great year last year for Buffalo to complement Josh Allen. You've got Devon Achane of Miami, good running back, and Breece Hall of the Jets put up some good numbers. Wide receivers, A.J. Brown with the Pats.
That's a big one.
Yes, it is. Big time. The Jets have Garrett Wilson, and then Buffalo with a couple of talented wide receivers, DJ Moore and Khalil Shakir, two good receivers for Josh Allen. They've got the skill position players in Buffalo this year. Should be interesting to see what they do. And then defensively, the Jets have built up a pretty good defensive scheme. Demario Davis at linebacker and strong safety Minka Fitzpatrick for the Jets. And, of course, Christian Gonzalez for the Pats at cornerback.
He's really good.
Yep.
Shutdown corner.
So there's some good individual talent in the AFC East, but it's really a two-horse race.
It really is. I don't think the Jets or the Dolphins are going to be there, but they're going to be competitive. It really comes down to the Bills and the Pats, and right now you got to give the nod to the Bills. Just that's what the Chiefs want. If they get that running back like Cook, if Kenneth Walker III is that guy, or Emmett, the new guy, I forgot his name already, the new guy.
Henderson,
Thompson, whatever his name is, the new guy. Well, the draftee. If those two are a two-headed monster like that, or even Kenneth Walker Jr. provides the offense from the running back slot, the Chiefs can, I think, go far because they need that running game. Just like Josh Allen has the running game with James Cook. If the Chiefs can get the running game with Kenneth Walker III, I think they're going to be there. It's just a matter of offensive schemes. New coach in Buffalo, very offensive-minded. That's good. I think the Bills will win that division. I think the Bills are probably the odds-on favorite to be in the Super Bowl from the AFC East. Sorry, Chiefs fans. I mean, just looking on paper from start of the season right now, they're the odds-on favorite. All right, there we go.
Passing Rob the piece of paper.
Got my depth chart. There we go. Emmett Johnson. Yeah, Emmett Johnson. Now he's listed as third team on here, but I'm telling you what, he's stinking good. Emmett Johnson, I think, is going to be up there with Kenneth Walker III. That's a two-headed monster. That's great. Where'd you get this at? That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Did Mark send this to you?
No.
You got this yourself, huh?
Yep.
Nice. But anyway, I think that's what's going to be. I think it's be Bills. Again, that's not our predictions. AI did a great job on that. But I tell you what, when you can aggregate things, you guys have seen this, right, lately? All these predictions, all these AI-generated predictions, by the way. And you can tweak. You guys know how this works. You can tweak it any way you want to. I tried to be very neutral, but I wanted to take into account the injuries. I want to take into account the star rookies and the declining veterans. Or comeback. I think I put on also comeback candidates in there who and trades. I think I put in there key trades. I try to be very generic with it to grab any sports story out there that has any kind of news. And I thought it was pretty accurate when I made this up.
During the season, every Friday, we'll have our picks.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, I think that's 5 straight years I've won it. Don't worry about that. I don't want you to be intimidated.
Dude, I won the playoffs. I won the playoffs last year.
You did?
Yes, I did.
But you only
by one game.
You only showed up for the playoffs. So.
True. I only show up for the playoffs.
Yes.
That's all I do.
Nothing wrong with that.
Unlike the Cowboys. But otherwise,
Rob will not be at training camp every year. He doesn't go to training camp, doesn't do the regular season, just shows up for the playoffs and wins it.
Playoffs?
Talking playoffs?
Playoffs? It's practice.
Yeah.
That's Jim Mora, and I throw in
Ted Lasso did that too. Yeah.
Ted Lasso.
We're talking practice.
Oh, Tom's into Ted Lasso now. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, let's take a break. We got top of the hour. Kellie Richardson coming up next. The Drury volleyball skipper. She's on next on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN. The Jock.
This weather update brought to you by Highland Dairy. Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Planned for a hot and sticky afternoon today. Temperatures climbing quickly from the morning into the middle 90s. Despite a chance of rain and thunderstorms, especially south and east of I-44 for the afternoon and early evening. Some storms could be strong to severe south of I-44 later this evening and into tonight. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus. And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think? Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance. That's not the full picture with Abacus. Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services. HR surprises people. Why would we offer that? Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth. So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business. And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions. Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is Mike Greenberg, and you're listening to 96.9 and AM 1060 ESPN, The Jock.
On KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield. Springfield's total sports station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
Sponsored by Highland Dairy, the Springfield Cardinals picking up a 4-3 win on the road over the Arkansas Travelers Tuesday night down at North Little Rock. Rainiel Rodriguez recorded hits in his first 4 at-bats, finished the game 4 for 5. The Cardinals and the Arkansas Travelers doing battle again tonight at 6:35 down in Arkansas. Well, if you didn't get your Mizzou football season tickets yet, you're out of luck. They're all sold out. Single-game tickets for homecoming against Florida and the Texas game are gone, too. There are still tickets for the season opener against Arkansas Pine Bluff on September 3rd at Faurot Field. You can hear Tiger football games all season long here on Jock 96.9. I'm Don Luzader on the Jock.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Highland Dairy. This weather update brought to you by Highland Dairy. Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Plan for a hot and sticky afternoon today. Temperatures climbing quickly from the morning into the middle 90s. We'll find a chance of rain and thunderstorms, especially south and east of I-44 for the afternoon and early evening. Some storms could be strong to severe south of I-44 later this evening and into tonight. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Not your average sports show. Louder opinions, better stories, and zero boring mornings. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Life's stressful enough, so when something unexpected happens, it's that much worse. That's why it's important that you're covered by Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent David Kinsman. He's not your typical insurance agent. He will fight for you. He's also a local and understands his community. Whether it's home and auto insurance to life and business, he has you covered on all fronts. So when something happens, don't sweat, because David Kinsman has your back. Google David Kinsman, Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance today.
The live stream of The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock is brought to you by Highland Dairy. Fresh milk, great taste, and local pride supporting the show you love. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening Drive. It's Opening Drive.
Opening Drive.
It's the Opening Drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
All right. We are now over the hump, Tom. Over the hump on a Wednesday. On our way downhill to the weekend. Officially at 8:03. Mark the time.
Well, for you, most of us still have the full day to work. This is just halfway point of the show.
I work. I do things. Some things I do.
Yeah.
Depends on what today's is. Today's Wednesday. So I'll have to work today. I'll have to do something. But anyway, well, we know somebody who's getting to work on volleyball. Kellie, how are you doing today?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we?
How are you doing? You looking pretty good there in your Drury swag there. Nice.
Absolutely.
Yes. Got your morning coffee? Got that going? See, I got mine.
I do. I mean, you guys see which.
Look at that.
Just saying.
I told Tom we started our NFL prediction stuff today. We start with the AFC East. We should have started with the NFC West is who we should have started with today.
Right.
Since you're on, in honor of you, But you're not going to like what I'm going to say as a prediction for that division. So we're just going to you just have to listen later.
It's okay. I'm used to it already at this point. So there's too many Chiefs fans around here thinking Kenneth Walker's the cure for whatever y'all need. So
wasn't he the Super Bowl MVP?
No comment.
Year Super Bowl. That's so funny. Oh, okay. So, Bate, you're up and running at Drury. You're off and running for your program. How are things going so far?
They're going great. We are entering into our second week right now of preseason. We checked in not this past weekend, but the weekend before, started practices last Monday. And this is just a really special group. So it's been a really great, little over a week now of practice. We have one more scrimmage coming up this weekend. And then we kick off everything in our home tournament next weekend. So it's all coming fast.
Oh, I bet.
Wow. So what can you tell us about the squad you've put together this year?
Yeah, so we have a really great combination of, some good local players that I think the community is going to be really excited to come and watch, along with some others that are from other areas in the country as well. And I think the biggest thing with this team is right out of the gate, they, have just really meshed really well. having good chemistry is a really big deal in our sport. And this group of young women have just great chemistry. It's been truly enjoyable every single time we step into the gym to work with them. And that's a special thing when you have a group that just gels well, and this group does. It's been really incredible, and the energy and fire that they bring every single day, it's pretty incredible. We're very excited.
Well, I'm looking at your roster, and I can just go through it. Ozark, Nixa, West Plains, Springfield, Lenexa. I'm just looking at Cassville. I mean, you've got a lot of Stratford. You got a lot of kids from around here, Camden. There's a lot of kids, and yeah, you should have a nice home crowd, I would think.
Yeah, we've already received a lot of great community support and excitement going on, and so that's been really, really fun. And like I said, we have a lot of great local talent, with some others that are mixed in with it, and it's a really good balance, I think, that you're going to see on our court.
How many of these athletes were also part of your youth program?
A lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them that were already here when I got here. I had coached them previously in club. We have some of our incoming freshmen that I, had the opportunity to coach as well. So I am very familiar with our roster as well. A few of them that I did not get a chance to coach actually worked with us as well as coaches within our program. So I had already kind of gotten to know them and have some relationships built there too. So that definitely made the process a little bit easier. There was a lot of familiarity with that. So
the learning curve maybe a little shorter as you head into your first season here.
Yes. And that when you come in and it's a new start and a new program, new coach, like there can be those growing pains of kind of getting to know each other and figuring out what expectations are. And I guess in this situation, I just kind of got lucky that a lot of them already knew what my expectations were and were able to, for those that didn't know me, probably were able to give them a little heads up, like, hey, you better make sure we do this.
We know her. This is how we're going to do it. Just want to give you a little heads up for the first practice.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So what is the key to success? What, as a coach, what are you looking for out of your athletes? What kind of system will you run there?
Yeah, great question. So obviously there are very specific offensive and defensive things that, we're working on and that we're going to do. I think the biggest base of what we're trying to build right now with our program, though, is the culture piece. We have been very intentional and mindful about how we come in, how we interact with each other, the energy that we give for each other. It is very we, not I mentality. We, as a team have read You Win in the Locker Room First by John Gordon. We've done a book study with that here in the preseason. And you have to be able to, selflessly give to those around you if you're going to be as successful as you can possibly be. And this group has really just bought into that. What they give for each other and for those around them is just really, really, really cool to watch. And again, it changes that energy that's in the gym every single day. Past that, we have so many opportunities with the kids that we have on this roster. We are so deep in so many positions. To be honest with you, in my 20 plus years of coaching, this is probably the deepest roster I've ever had in every position. And so when we come in, it just creates a really competitive environment every single time we're in. And I think that helps them all know they can lean on each other in their positions too. If someone's having a rough day, there's someone there to pick them up. And, that's really unique and special to have. So we got lots of options that we're going to be able to do. We've run lots of different lineups and, we'll settle in on a few, I'm sure. But right now we're just kind of feeling them all out.
Just looking over your schedule here, I see you got the old Cotton Blossoms, some Marcus Monticello on there, my old SID haunt down there. They didn't have volleyball when I was there, actually. They added that later. But I'm looking at your schedule. You open up, you got Springfield, your own tournament starting up. But then you go to Bolivar, get the SBU one up there. And then you're up in Topeka as well. So you start with 3 tournaments, kind of get your feet wet with a lot of different conferences involved there. MIAA looks like, and looks like you got I don't know if it's the Lone Star, I don't know what they're in now, the Southwestern Oklahoma, those guys. But that's a good league.
It is. We have a really good, I think, balance of some different types of competition from some different areas as we're going into our preseason that should help us get prepared as we, start a strong GLVC schedule. And, we are going to see lots of different things and lots of different types of play. I think it's gonna be good and help us prepare as we get ready for conference.
Visiting with Kellie Richardson, head coach at Drury. Kellie, what's the status of your youth program? Can you still run that, or do you have somebody else running that for you?
Yeah, so I'm still involved, but we have a group of directors that are helping with that. So it's been nice because we all already leaned on each other before, so not much change there. But there's some exciting stuff going on with that too. We are the sponsor host for the Mizzou Tulsa game going on Thursday night at Sportstown. Pretty excited about that. Excited to see our girl Grace O'Reilly coming back and into town. She's an alum and had the opportunity to coach her. So excited for the opportunity to get to watch her play back here in Springfield. So, there's still some awesome things going on. We had tryouts that went into July, and but now, obviously focus has shifted, and Drury is the number one priority.
Absolutely. You talk about the Great Lakes Valley Conference. Have they released the preseason poll or anything yet?
Yeah, so the voting had to be completed yesterday by yesterday at 10. So, we're anticipating that coming out here, any time. So it should be out here, if not today, here in the next couple of days.
Who would be like the front runner in the league as far as you're concerned going into the season? Who are the top programs?
Yeah, so I mean, traditionally, UMSL is always up there at the top. They've had just a really great run, very strong program. Rockhurst is another one that is just incredibly strong program, is doing really well. Quincy, was at the top last year. They graduated a lot, so they had a little bit of an overturn on their roster. So it'll kind of be interesting to see, how they come together. So you definitely got a couple top programs that are up there and traditionally, are there at the top part of it. And then as you kind of get past that, it's just kind of a dogfight for everybody. And on any given night, anyone can do something. So, that's going to have to be our focus. We've talked a lot about, we obviously have goals for the season and what we want to do and where we want to be. However, we are very 1-0 mentality. We go into every match, we got to be 1-0 after this. And then once that's done, we're 0-0 again. We're looking for a 1-0 victory on the next match. And so, we've got to go one match at a time. And that has to be our focus so that we can put everything into the competition that we're in at the moment. And so, that's how we'll dive into conference.
So have you found any big surprises this year? Is there any players, maybe a couple players that have surprised you in what they can do on the court?
Well, obviously my answer for that is no, because I know that they all can do amazing things. But, obviously we get into preseason and you see, some kids that just really have brought that fire and I don't want to say are exceeding expectations because, we have high expectations for our players and, we're excited about what they all are doing. So, but we definitely have a lot of excitement as we are watching our players in the gym and seeing them thrive and push each other to continue getting better. So it's been pretty cool to watch. Our freshmen have done a great job coming in. It's hard as a freshman to come into preseason and have that confidence that you bring from high school and keep it. So they've done a really good job of that. And then our returners have really just done a good job of leading the way for them. So it's just been a good, really, really good balance.
Kellie, how's your staff shaking out? What do you like about your new staff there at Drury?
Oh man, I love my staff. So Ella Carter, she actually had been at Missouri State, player there, helped on their indoor staff. Then she was helping with beach volleyball. She was on the Kickapoo staff with Marcy Adams. She's just incredible. She brings just so much knowledge, just a wealth of knowledge. And then is just great interaction with the players. So, they love being around her. And she's just steady. Like, she's just steady in how she interacts and how she works. So it's been really cool. Shay Seymour, she just graduated from Evangel. She's going to be coming on as an assistant as well. Obviously a younger coach that's just starting out her coaching career, but is just so hungry and eager. She's from Cassville, had a standout career at Evangel, and so excited about her. So, it's really cool. We have a great student assistant in Riley Palser as well, who, same thing, this is what she wants to do. She wants to be a college volleyball coach. And so you have all of these, strong women who this is what they want to do, and they are very invested in it, and the girls can feel that. You can feel when that energy is where it's supposed to be. So it's really exciting.
You touched on the Mizzou exhibition. Tell us a little bit more about that. When and where?
Yeah, so that is going to be Thursday night at Sportstown. It is going to be starting at 6:00. There's actually a free clinic for kindergarten through 6th graders, 5th graders as well, that you can go onto Sportstown. You can sign up for a link on that. And the Mizzou players and coaches are actually going to be running that from 3:30 to 4:30. So that's a really great opportunity for some younger players in the area to hop on the court. It is free admission for everybody. So it's definitely going to be a fun night at Sportstown. And, just a cool opportunity for two programs that, aren't always or usually in Springfield, for people to see some different players. So, we're really excited about it.
Sportstown's been a pretty good location for you, hasn't it?
It is. I'm a little lucky too. I can see the lights when they're turned on the fields, like from my back dining room window. So no complaints from me on the commute to Sportstown by any means. But it is, and it's it's just a great location for so many different activities and things that are happening in our community. Chris Martin is doing a really good job of just giving all sorts of opportunities for people. So it's a cool environment. I'm excited to see they're going to set it up a little bit different for this match on Thursday. It won't be the normal setup, so that they can get a little bit more seating around the court. I think they brought a court in, so it won't be a normal what you would see when you come in there, which I'm pretty excited to see and see how it all looks. So.
Yeah, that's exciting. Again, have two D1s coming in your in Sportstown. That's gonna be a neat, fun experience.
Absolutely. Yes. So we know what pro football team you cheer for. Are we still pretty sure about the high school team you're cheering for this year?
I think I'm going to keep my alliances in the same spot with high school football this year too. So go Eagles on that.
Figured.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Make sure we're all still lined up.
I'm obviously biased, but I do think they've got the best defensive coordinator in town. So
that's what I hear. That's the rumor flying around.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's a rumor. I think it's pretty true.
That's for sure. It's fact. All right, There we go. Kellie, it was great having you on as always, and we'll keep up with you throughout the season. So good to see you again, and good luck, Panthers, as you enter your season.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Everybody come out and check us out at the it's going to be a fun season. So go Panthers.
Go Panthers. Thank you so much, Kellie. Kellie Richardson, the new skipper. I don't know what you call volleyball head coach. Skipper?
Head coach.
Oh, fine. I'm trying to come up with a cool moniker for that. Maybe she can help me with that one. Yep. The new head coach at Drury, and they start their season coming up real soon. So get out and support the Panthers.
Exhibition game Saturday morning against Central Missouri.
That'll be a good one.
10 a.m.
Jenny's coming to town.
No, they're going there.
It's actually going to be at Central.
Yep. Don't show up at the O to watch the exhibition game on Saturday because it's not there.
Drury Volleyball will get to see the new Jenny's patch that they have. I think they've got a new patch too.
Huh?
Saw that on social yesterday.
Everybody's getting a patch.
Yep.
All right, we can take a break on the show. Full Throttle coming up next with Craig Stagner on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Plaga Sports.
Going out of town? Take ESPN The Jock with you at 969thejock.com. You can hear the best of the Ozarks with Chef Tiny, Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, or the opening drive with Tom and Rob. ESPNthejock.com.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage. Because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
I'm Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway. Fraud and scams can strike anyone. My office works to ensure that Missouri is free from deception and unfair practices. Last year, we handled over 65,000 consumer complaints and returned more than $400 million to Missourians. If you've been a victim of fraud, call 800-392-8222 or visit ago.mo.gov.
Paid for by the Missouri Attorney General's office.
Make something delicious with Highland cream cheese. Start the morning with strawberry cream cheese danishes. Dress up your favorite waffles with a rich cream cheese drizzle. Or make your afternoon iced coffee even better with a decadent cream cheese whipped topping. However you enjoy it, Highland cream cheese brings rich, creamy flavor to every recipe. Find a little inspiration and plenty of delicious recipes at HighlandDairy.com. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 8, assuming the decision maker is the only person you need to reach. For most households, decisions aren't made in a vacuum. If you want to win the decision maker, you must also win the influencers if you want to create a powerful brand. When you start to devalue the opinions and thoughts of those who influence, you'll eventually evolve into a direct response marketer with no hope of long-term branding success. And if the category of your product or service doesn't lend itself to direct response ads, your marketing efforts will suffer in the end. The 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 8, assuming the decision maker is the only person you need to reach. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com. Your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app. Strap in and hold on. It's time for Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, your home for Ozarks dirt, speed, and horsepower. From the green flag to the checkered, we've got the drivers, the stories, and the racing that matter. Let's go Full Throttle!
Very nice.
Craig is a super fan.
Love that, Craig. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh, for those of you listening on the radio or live streaming us on the app, Craig Stagner showed up today in an opening drive
T-shirt, which we don't even have.
I don't even have one of those.
So this is the official, unofficial opening drive shirt. It doesn't play well on radio, but for those of you that are smart enough to get on Facebook and see Tom and Rob, you can see this is where it's at. So how about that?
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Thank you so much. That is great.
And those are our cartoon characters, not the real pictures.
Right.
Oh, I love it, Craig. Thank you so much, my friend. You are definitely promoting us out there. I appreciate it. Tom and I go, where do we get those shirts at? Did we miss those handouts or what?
Well, you just need to we just get your shirt sizes and I'll take care of it. How about that?
You are the man. You are the man. You just gave me an idea, though. I'm going to surprise you. You gave me an idea. All right. We'll move on from there.
Coffee mugs. That's what we need. For Rob, have a opening drive coffee mug.
We're gonna have a team store out front, just a little team store, a souvenir shop when you come to the Zimmer building here.
Oh yeah, next thing's going to be the autographed ball cards. I mean, we get a Rob Rodgers rookie card autographed. I mean, heck, we're going to be doing business there.
You can make those up. Actually, I did that once for our one of our little league teams. I think I made up ball cards for them. That was pretty cool. Actually, no, it's for my Mavericks. It was really cool. They're actual legit cards. So pretty cool. All right, hey, let's talk some racing. Yesterday was Kyle Busch Day I saw you
Right.
post that on there.
That was kind of a surprise. I didn't know that NASCAR was going to do this. It just popped up yesterday on our feed that they had decided that 8/18 would be Kyle Busch Day, which, you know, in all of sports, your number is so identifiable to you. But I think in racing, it's even more identifiable because that is the prominent thing on your car. So number 8, of course, was the last number that Kyle Busch ran. He ran that the 23, 24, 25, and part of the 26 season with Richard Childress Racing. But the 18, of course, was the number that he ran from 2008 to 22 with Joe Gibbs Racing, won a couple championships. So 8/18, they designated as Kyle Busch Day, which it's still so unbelievable that he's gone. It's just hard to fathom, but 234 career wins across the top 3 series. He's the all-time winningest racer in NASCAR history. So it's a great thing to celebrate him. And also this last week, it was announced Samantha Busch, his widow, posted that M&M's has gotten together with Joe Gibbs Racing and the Bristol Night Race coming up September 19th, which is Bass Pro Shop night at Bristol. Ty Gibbs will run a Kyle Busch M&M's wrap on his car. It'll still have the 54 Ty Gibbs car number, but it will look it'll be the throwback to Kyle Busch's car. So it's still so fresh, his passing, but it's good to see these kind of respectful things being done for him. Now, we have for several years promoted January, February, March 7th as Dale Earnhardt Day. We did that as 3-7, his number and his number of championships, because he ran a few numbers, but 3-7. So we've always done that, but yesterday officially Kyle Busch Day, 56 wins in that number 18 car and 3 wins. Of course, number 3, it always comes back to Dale Earnhardt, 3 wins with the Richard Childress Racing. So a really cool thing to have yesterday for the Kyle Busch tribute.
I tell you what, the M&M's thing will evoke memories. One of the, they used to have those little those cars, right? You bought them Walmart, not the Hot Wheels ones, the next size up, the 120. What are they called? I can't remember the size.
Yeah.
But that
the die-cast cars.
The die-cast cars, and that was one of the cars we had, the M&M car. That was one because it was so cool, and when he won, he won races. So it's like you're taking the winner in the M&M car. So it's very vivid to me and my sons, looking back at that as well.
Yeah, those cars, the die-cast cars, is a huge market, and they do so many of them. It really works out well for them because used to you ran a sponsor, that was the paint scheme the whole year. Now that there's so much money involved with each sponsorship that they will sell off a race to kind of recoup some money back. So there'll be one-off paint schemes. Well, every time there's a one-off paint scheme, there's a new die-cast car because there's some more sales. Yeah. So you might have 100 different Kyle Busch cars, but definitely that M&M's one. If you're going to have one Kyle Busch die-cast, you want the M&M's car.
Yeah, that's the iconic one for sure. So staying with NASCAR, Kyle Larson had a busy weekend, we saw.
He did. He has tried a couple different years to do the double, where you run the Indy 500 and then the Coca-Cola 600, where you would go race the Indy 500 in the morning, get in a jet, fly to the Coca-Cola 600 and try to do both. And logistically and realistically, it's almost impossible. It's only been done one time completed. Tony Stewart's run all 1,100 miles. Robbie Gordon came up a lap short, was a lap down, almost ran all 1,100. But this past weekend, an unexpected Kyle Larson double. So you had the race on Saturday night at Richmond, Virginia. Well, all week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was the Knoxville Nationals in Knoxville, Iowa, the dirt sprint cars. Kyle went there. They raced half the field raced on Wednesday. Kyle's half ran on Thursday. He won $12,000. Nice little pickup, $12,000. Friday, it was rained out. Saturday, he's like, well, I'm not going to get to run it because we're in Richmond. That's the big deal. Well, that rain kept persisting. conspiracy theory would be that they kind of was like, boy, this track sure is wet. We sure need to let it dry some more. Lo and behold, NASCAR wraps up at sometime at almost it was like 10:30 when the race ended.
Whoa.
In Richmond. So he jumps on a private jet, flies the 2 to 2.5 hour flight to Knoxville, Iowa. Get this, police escort. They close off the streets between the airport and they didn't do a helicopter straight there. They did the jet, get there a lot faster. But the police escort, they take him all the way onto the track. I mean, the police escort across the track down to the pits. He jumps in the car. Wouldn't you know it, the Knoxville race was just about to get ready to start when he arrived. Isn't that ironic?
Wow.
But the crowd was there waiting. Here's the part that's rough. It was 2:07 in the morning when the green flag dropped. 2:38. Yeah, and the races go on way too late. 2:38 in the morning, he wraps up. It's officially the next day, but it's in the same 24-hour period. He runs his second race. He finished 6th in the NASCAR race. I don't know what it paid, but I do know his Knoxville National, his 4th one, paid $200,000.
Wow.
So he had a pretty good day there of going. The NASCAR race ends at 10:16. The sprint series, dirt car series, finishes at 2:38 in the morning. He was probably a pretty tired boy by come Monday morning, but he had $200,000 in his pocket. That'll make you sleep pretty good.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. And Craig, it makes sense that the races are so late like that or early in the morning. I mean, some of the fastest drivers in this area are after midnight. I hear those when I'm in bed trying to sleep. So it makes sense that that's when people like to race.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
I've always pushed, these races that go on that late, it's hard. Your fan base, I mean, something like that, if they push it to the next day, the NASCAR events, you really have some logistical problems because people had tickets and they're needing to go back to work and they've maybe flown in for those events or traveled. This one, probably more of a local fan base. So they just were really groggy Monday morning or Sunday morning, but nonetheless, a great deal for Kyle Larson to win his 4th and pick up that little paycheck there.
How those other guys feel when they're sitting there going, I hope that guy didn't show up. Hope he doesn't make it. It's
that's always kind of been the rub with when drivers used to, from the NASCAR series, would go down and run the Craftsman Truck Series. They called them that they were sandbagging to go down and race in that level. But here's the deal. Part of that is some of these drivers move up so fast that they can use the extra experience. And then the other side of the argument is, well, that's why some of the fans are coming, because they're going to get to see Kyle Busch or somebody run in a truck race that maybe they don't get to see on the Cups. And that driver who competes well against him and go, hey, man, I deserve a shot at the Cup. You saw how I did against Kyle or one of these guys. So, and it brings in some more fans that might not have been there. So there's arguments both ways. But I'd say
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Craig. I don't have a problem with guys going down driving trucks or Xfinity. I really don't, because you're right. If you got the Saturday only ticket, you want to see a guy, right? I mean, I was rooting for the guy that wasn't very good, in the back, but I want to see, Kyle Busch drive that truck instead of some guy I don't know.
Absolutely. And, it brings in a lot more eyes to it because the fans there, they're going to get to see some of those top drivers down at that series. And like some of these young drivers like Connor Zilish, who just moved up and has taken over the number 48 for Rick Hendricks Racing, or Rick Hendricks Racing. Alex Bowman is stepping away from that car, and this young Connor Zilish is going to move up, just signed a multi-year deal. He's only 20 years old, just turned 20. Wow. He's only raced some of these tracks a couple of times. So for him, if he can go down and race the Cup, the Truck Series, and the O'Reilly Series, he gets a couple extra cracks at that track and gets some more experience, which is good for him going into the Cup Series race, which is the big payday.
Oh, wow. Hey, let's I lost your audio. Are you there?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
I just maybe cut out my ears. I'm sorry. Hey, let's talk some local here real quick before I let you go. Twister Rally having some event this weekend.
How about this? Twister Alley Raceway in Butterfield, Missouri, south of Monette, north of Cassville. It every year for the last, I believe this will be about the 4th year of it. It's the ORP TV panty race. Now, here's what happens. That got Tom's interest. Tom,
Yes,
his
it
ears
did,
perked
yeah.
up there.
Tom's back.
Yeah. So what they'll do is the cars will be parked along the infield, facing so that at a 45-degree angle so they can take off. The drivers will stand next to the car. All these big Walmart granny panties are going to be clothespined to the fence on the outside of the track. When they drop the green flag, those drivers have to run over, pick up a pair of those underwear, pull them off the fence, put them over the top of their fire suit, run back to their car, race 10 laps, and the winner gets a big ORP TV Granny Panty Champion plaque and $50 from ORP TV. There'll be 2 sets of races, younger and the older group. So 2 groups of those. It's a lot of fun. It's funny seeing these kids and some adults trying to put on some big old bloomers over the top of their fire suits and then run back. And it always makes for a great photo op. I get to stand there with them with big granny panties on over the top of their fire suits.
That's awesome, man. That's fun stuff. I mean, that's amazing race type stuff. Run over the fence, do this, and jump back in and run 10 laps. That's all.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Twister Alley Raceway does a fantastic job. Chip Abramovitz and Heather Van Cleve and Tony, they all do it.
Now we did lock up. There we go. Now we did lock up.
But that's okay because it's got the picture of his shirt right there. And
you locked up on us, man. But yeah, I know what he's talking about. Twister Alley does a great job down there. They run a great show each and every week. They got nailed by the rain this year, though. That was the unfortunate thing. There you go. I got you back. I was talking about how Twister Alley got nailed by the rain this year, though. Every time I want to go down there, it rained.
Yeah. Well, this weekend there's a little chance of rain in the morning, but so that'd just be great. That means that Tony and Chip won't have to get out there and put water down on the track. It'll already be pre-watered. It'll be a great time. So you can get in for free. If you want to pay to get into the pits, you can do that. But just to come down and watch, it's absolutely free, and it's a fantastically fun time.
When does their season end down there?
It ends in about late September, something like that. I'd have to look at the exacts, but it's late September.
I still need to get down there. I might try to get down there this week. No, I can't. I'm out of town this weekend, but I want to get. Every time I want to go down there, I got something going on or it's raining, one or the other. So I missed it all year, but we're going to try to get down there and run some laps.
Oh, so yeah. Craig, you'd have fun.
Yeah.
What is your racing status these days? How you feeling? Are you out yet?
I am. I feel absolutely fantastic other than just having to have this second surgery from the diverticulitis. Other than that, I'm itching to get back on a bike. I am really, really anxious. I feel fantastic other than that. So my eyes are on the spring motocross season, so I'll be racing that. But right now, I'm just chomping at the bit, ready to go.
Well, we're so glad you feel better. We're so glad you're back up and at it. And ORP TV tonight. All right. You're going to preview the weekend. And then we've got, of course, the ORP TV on Sunday night. We're going to recap the weekend each and every week, Wednesday and Sunday at 6 p.m. on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, TikTok, everywhere, ORP TV.
One more thing. This Saturday, a very special day. It's Mr. Tom Ladd's birthday. I want to make sure that we know that. He shares a birthday. I had to look a minute ago. I was curious. He shares it with the great Paul Molitor and Carl Yastrzemski.
Ooh, wow.
So
did you know that?
Three legends.
Yes, I did.
You did know that.
Yeah, I don't think about that every day, but I did see. I looked way back, you know.
So,
but I mean,
so when are you featuring his birthday? It'll be on Sunday's show or tonight's show?
Tonight. Wednesdays we do the birthdays and anniversaries, so we'll wish a special happy birthday to Tom tonight. But I wanted to do it right here and make sure everybody knew that the coolest kids have late August birthdays. Which, by the way, mine's next Tuesday. So, yeah.
Oh man, too bad it's not Wednesday, but I'll still wish you a happy birthday. No
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be turning 55 this year. It's hard to believe.
Well, I'm 1 year ahead of you, buddy. One year ahead of you.
Listen to this week. Not only is that day, which is forgettable for me, but tomorrow is the anniversary. So 2 days before the birthday, and my granddaughter's birthday is Friday. So Tom gets kind of the 3 dates. Guess who gets pushed to the side?
The leftovers.
Granddaughter, top, our number one granddaughter, oldest, his birthday is Friday. Anniversary. That's got to be the most important
Absolutely,
day.
100%.
Tomorrow.
What number is that?
43.
Hello, 43.
43. She's put up with me.
Oh, wow. That rhymes. 43. She's put up with me.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah,
Craig,
I have two of my granddaughters' birthdays are coming up next week, a week from now.
Whoa.
And my youngest daughter has the same birthday as me. So absolutely, you talk about
Really?
being isn't it Dad's birthday too? Yeah, but who cares? It's
here's your present, and thanks for buying the present.
yeah. She gets the big cake, and I would get the little cupcake. So
That's awesome, man. Well, this is awesome. Tom's birthday's this Saturday. We'll honor him tonight on ORP TV at 6:00. So tune in to see Craig's preview of the week coming up tonight.
With that shirt on, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
I will. I usually wear like a collared shirt, try to look like a little sports center, but I'm going to wear this one tonight just so that Tom can see it. I'm gonna expect to see Tom's name popped up on there. So
I'll be on there.
That's awesome.
It did bother me hearing all that Seahawk talk a minute ago. You remember I got the Joe Montana
my
autograph on there, met Joe and had him sign my 49ers tattoo. So Niners die hard.
Breaks up and shows his tat.
We got to get Craig in the NFL Pick'em game too.
Oh yeah. We're gonna do NFL Pick'em this year. So
Tiny will be on there.
Yep.
Craig, you and I.
Yep. That'll be fun.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get that going. And our NFC West preview, we'll make sure you know about that. You'll be watching on there every day.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So this is the best show on radio. Absolutely, you guys covered it all, and I can't thank you enough for letting me be just a tiny little cog in this huge machine that's the opening drive of Tom and Rob.
Anybody that would wear that shirt on live internet,
Come on, anytime.
Absolutely,
anytime. And it's going into the gift shop that's going out front of the Zimmer. The new gift shop is going to be out there, and you'll get all the royalties from that. We'll get a little bit.
Our online store.
We'll get them everywhere from the toddler, from the onesie, all the way up to the 5X. We'll get the whole litany.
I need a couple of onesies. I got 2 new grandkids this week, so yeah, I need some onesies.
That's right. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, man. 2 in 1 week. That gets going now. We're going downhill.
So 3 total, right?
No, 4 total.
4.
I doubled in 1 week. 8 days, basically. So,
I have 4 daughters and 5 granddaughters. Karma just kicked the snot out of me. Just absolutely said, "How about all girls?" I said, "Oh, great."
I got my first grandson on Sunday, so I'm good. There we go.
My wife and I, we had a boy and a girl. My daughter had a boy and a girl, and my son had a boy and a girl. And everybody quit. Yep. We all had one of each, and that was it.
There, you lined it right up there.
Yep, perfect.
Can't do any better than that.
Nope.
All right. Hey, Craig, appreciate you. We'll catch you tonight on ORP TV.
Love you guys. Have a great week.
Take care, buddy. Craig Stagner, Full Throttle. As always, great segment on radio for racing. If you want racing news, he's got it. ORP TV tonight, 6 p.m. You want to catch that? You're going to see Tom's birthday pop up tonight. He's going to be wearing our opening drive shirt. Hey, that record crowd tonight. Let's get it going. And then he'll wrap it, of course, up on Sunday with all the results from the weekend, local tracks, big tracks, everything. So, we need to take a break. Our last break of the show on a Wednesday. We're going downhill from here. It's the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports. Blue 42, set, hut, hut, hut. Football's back from Missouri State to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Mizzou Tigers. The excitement starts now on the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Get the latest news, analysts, and hype weekdays on ESPN The Jock.
Summer golf season is in full swing, so how's yours? At Play It Again Sports, you'll find drivers, wedges, balls, bags, gloves, and shoes. Everything you need to keep your friends from talking too much trash when you're out on the course. Trade in your old clubs and upgrade to something that'll actually help your handicap. Because when you trade in, you win. Before your next tee time, swing by Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center on Battlefield Road. And remember, when you trade in, you win.
Lose weight, stop smoking with Alex Goen Hypnosis. Guaranteed.
Hi, this is Neil Day. So my neighbor Sam quit smoking at an Alex Goen Hypnosis, and his wife Sarah lost 25 pounds. So I went. I walked out and never smoked again, and that's after 35 years of smoking. Didn't even believe it at first. Didn't feel like anything really happened, but the desire was completely gone. I went back for a weight loss hypnosis, and I went with my wife, Emily, and I lost 33 pounds. Emily, who lost 31 pounds, brought her friend Mary to the weight loss program, and she lost 23. It just completely changed the way that we eat. Thank you, Alex Gowen.
That's a remarkable result. Results will vary, but it's engineered to work or your money back guaranteed. Only $59.99. That's Alex Gowen's weight loss stop smoking hypnosis. Awarded a U.S. patent in 2002. That's the federal record. Weight loss Sunday, September 27th, 11 a.m., Hilton Garden Inn, Springfield. Stop smoking 2 p.m. Sign up at alexgowen.com. Goen. That's alexgowen.com. alexgowen.com.
It's summertime, and Aleve is here to keep you on the go. Whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles, Aleve's got your back with up to 12 hours of back pain relief. With just one dose, you'll get to your destination and be ready for your next adventure. So pack your sunscreen, your shades, and your Aleve. No matter where your final stop, Aleve will keep you moving. From sunup to sundown, Aleve's got your back this summer. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Blue 42, set, hut, hut, hut. Football's back. From Missouri State to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Mizzou Tigers, the excitement starts now on the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Get the latest news, analysts, and hype weekdays on ESPN, The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back on the opening drive, our final segment of a Wednesday, hump day, as we move on towards the weekend. What a great show we had today. Kellie Richardson from Drury Volleyball on, talking about her first season as the head coach of the Drury Panthers volleyball program. And, of course, ORPT, our good friend there, Craig Stagner, donning the opening drive with Tom and Rob t-shirt that will be in stores near you soon. The merch is out, so... he's the only one who has merch, but it's out.
My little sister's already contacted me to ask to get her T-shirt. So we've already got orders for the shirt. Family members, and I think it's probably to try to get some money out of me or something like that. Probably. Yeah. Some way I'm going to be indebted to somebody out there for these shirts. By the way, tomorrow. Mary Whitehead has announced her retirement at the end of this school year at Evangel.
Okay.
We're going to have her on tomorrow at 7:40.
Okay, great.
And
you've been there a long time.
Yep. Bull riding coach, general manager Luke Snyder will
Luke's
be on.
going to be back on. Yeah.
He'll be in studio tomorrow
to
talk about. They're going to be down in the Branson area for the PBR this year.
On the Thunder Ridge stage down there.
Yes.
Sweet.
So he'll be in studio tomorrow to talk about that. And, of course, Chef Tiny.
Yeah, as always, Chef
Tiny has a different, I think, meaning or a different appreciation for the Bulls than Luke Snyder does. Luke likes to ride them. It's entertainment for him. Chef, on the other hand, likes to
cook them.
Yes. So we're going to try and keep those guys away from each other. Because one likes to kill and eat, one likes to entertain, ride, and pet, and
There you go.
I don't know.
I don't think you pet those bulls.
No.
I think you kind of keep them where they need to be.
I did see somebody last night, some old guy on social media. He'd raised this bull. So it was a picture of this guy walking into a ring with a bull, and you're thinking, oh, this is not going to turn out well. Come to find out, this guy raised the bull, and the bull came over and let him pet him. But you don't see bulls doing that.
No, they kind of have a mean streak.
Yeah,
they always have a mean streak. Yeah, that'll be a fun combination tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll toss tomorrow. I think we're hold on. I sent that to you. Let me look up NFL coverage tomorrow. We go to I gotta send which one I sent you. We're going to do AFC North tomorrow. AFC North is who we'll highlight tomorrow on our preview of the NFL season. We'll do all the AFC, then we'll jump over and do the NFC. So we'll do that tomorrow, AFC North.
Sounds good. I got a couple of other things here. I always have leftovers.
Nice.
So we remember last week, Caden Bogenpole hit his first home run, right?
Yes.
So come to find out, that home run that he hit, number one for Clearwater, was hit harder than any current Philly big leaguer in the StatCast era. Bogenpole hit a home run that was recorded at 117.1 miles per hour. Kyle Schwarber's best, and he had the best. He's got, I think, the 5 top best hits in Philly's history since the StatCast era. His best is 116.7. Bogenpole's first ever pro home run, 117.1.
Wow. I knew it was smoked when I saw it. So let's think about this for a second, Tom. How long before Bogey's in the majors? Because you know what he does very well? He sees the strike zone very well. He walks a lot. He knows the strike zone. And he's got like a major league eye right now, okay? He hits for power, hits doubles, hits for power, plays a good center field. I don't know if that's what he projects out as a Philly.
He's been playing right field for Clearwater.
Because he's got a cannon.
Yep.
Right? And he's got a good frame. He's got that frame. How long before he makes it to the big show? 2 years?
Well, they've got to, obviously he went through something this year at Missouri State because he still walked.
Yeah.
A lot. So his eye was there, but as far as his home run numbers, not quite where they were the first 2 years. So pitchers were able to kind of keep the power in check.
Sure.
At Missouri State. So I think he's got to work through that. Once he does that, whatever pitch it was or whatever location, whatever, and obviously the Bears could tell you more about that, what his area of weakness was, because he just had a little bit of a down year. And again, 3 years in, they start to get the book on him, remember our boy from Lebanon, he had some holes in his swing too. Yeah, Zach Stewart.
But I think the pros will fix that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody has a book on everybody.
Yeah.
But those guys will go, okay, this is your optimal pitch to hit. This is your optimal plane to hit. This is your situation you're supposed to, you need to excel at. That's what they do, because that's your job full time now. You're analyzing them and you're analyzing you at the same time. Man, I don't know. I think raw physical ability, they may get the book on him at some point, but physical ability, he's like a Jack Caglione he can make a mistake swing. I don't know if you saw Jack's, he had a homer like last week sometime. It was all right-handed. It was like a whoop, just served it out over the fence because he's so big. I think you're going to see that with Caden Bogenpole. I think he's one of those types of players.
I think he's going to be a guy like Joshua Baez who, slowly kind of creeps up. Joshua Baez last year was A and AA. I could see that same, I could see him maybe next year. Of course, he already played a college season.
Sure.
So the end of his season's nearing.
Yeah, he's just finishing out.
He's not going to move up a lot this year, but next year I could see the AAA move.
Yeah.
And then maybe a couple years away if he continues to progress and stays healthy.
It also depends on if we have a season next year. That's the bummer thing.
But minor leagues will play. Minor leagues will play, so he'll be playing.
So they're not under the CBA. Yeah, so you're right. They will play next year. Yeah. So that's actually good for him. So the minor leagues will progress. I think the Royals should option Bobby Witt Jr. to Northwest Arkansas next year.
DFA him.
Just option him.
Yeah.
How funny would that be if all the major league teams just option their players to the minors, make them play on major league contracts? I don't know if they couldn't do that because it's a CBA thing, but that'd be funny.
Might as well do it now while they're in between contracts, right?
Yeah.
Let them all play. Absolutely.
Jack and Bobby playing for Northwest Arkansas next year. That'd be funny.
A couple other things. College Football Zone They kind of rank everybody's schedule.
Okay.
So they look, well, I say rank. They look at everybody's schedule and give you your percentage of a chance to win games.
Okay.
So yesterday it was College Football Zone looking at Texas A&M's schedule.
Okay.
Game 1 against Missouri State, September 5th.
Lost.
Texas A&M has a 98% chance to win that game.
So you're saying there's a chance?
That's not the worst. Yeah, that's exactly what I put on there. So you're saying there's a chance. The Citadel, who's on their schedule, 99% chance that Texas A&M wins that game. The Citadel.
Okay.
And listen to this: there are 3 teams on their schedule that are predicted to lose by 90% chances. Arizona State, Kentucky, and Arkansas.
Yeah.
All expected to lose, a 90% chance that they all lose games to Texas A&M too.
Wow. 90% chance.
90, 98 for Missouri State in game 1, 99 for the Citadel.
Well, all I can say is you're giving me a 2%, giving the Bears a 2% chance to win, baby.
So you tell me there's a chance.
We're doing it.
That.
Going down and kick their tails and take their money. And I'll stick with that until September 5th. And I'll still stick with that.
Absolutely love that. Tomorrow, again, we'll talk with Mary Whitehead of Evangel, and Luke Snyder is going to be riding a bull into the studio tomorrow.
Bring the bull with them. That'd be cool. Bring the bull with them. And put him in the bullpen next to us right over here.
We could put him on that bear in the hallway out there.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing that tomorrow for sure. All right. Hey, great show today. We're on the way home. Here we go. We're on the way to the weekend. Thursday coming up tomorrow. We'll see you on the radio.
This weather update brought to you by Highland Dairy. Highland Dairy, locally made,